Thanks for this, Ben. Yeah, Canada's roster, two heavy blows with no Martin and Saunders yesterday, and both were kind of surprises.
Yeah, both were surprises, and those two guys would have been easily among the top tier of players for Canada. So to miss out on them definitely hurts their chances. There's no doubt about that. A guy like Freddie Freeman then becomes that much more important for this team, and they have talent. I mean, you could point to veteran position players like a Justin Morneau. You could point to some really established pitchers like Eric Gagne and Ryan Dempster, and at the very least, those guys will make sure it's an entertaining series.
Established? That's a good word to use there, Ben. I would say retired pitchers, but you could use established. That's fine too.
That would also be accurate.
But as for Russ Martin, I can't help but think this is good news for the Blue Jays that he won't be playing shortstop through March.
You know, I get that line of thinking. I actually don't look at it that way. I think that for Russell Martin, he's already going to be exposed to so many dangers as a catcher. And if your baseline is facing hundreds of 90-plus mile-an-hour pitches on a given day and springing up from your crouch to make a throw to second base, all the rigors of the catching position demand so much of Martin that, to me, the idea of playing shortstop for a couple of weeks or for a week wouldn't necessarily have been more dangerous. It would have been different, definitely, but I don't think it would have been that concerning if I'm the Toronto Blue Jays.
Ben, Dalton Pompey, part of Team Canada. How much of a factor can he be this season?
I think that's one of the really interesting variables for the Blue Jays this spring, because when you look at this team, it's pretty established. We pretty much know who's going to be starting at most positions. We know what the starting rotation is going to be. At this point, we even have a really good sense of what the bullpen is going to be. But left field for me is one of those question marks. And I think Pompey is definitely the underdog there. But if he can show the Blue Jays something, particularly on defense, then he might be able to insert himself into that mix with guys like Ezekiel Carrera and Melvin Upton Jr.
Is he the fourth outfielder? Is that what you're saying? Is that kind of where he tops out? He's not starting, is he?
I wouldn't rule out the possibility that he could come into camp and wow everyone. That being said, it didn't happen last year. We did see that happen in 2015, and then they had to adjust course. But I think right now the most likely option is Pompey at AAA, and then you have kind of Upton and Carrera as your left fielders / fourth outfielders.